Welcome to the GameCast Informer, the daily news show that keeps you in the know on what's hot and occasionally not so hot. My name is The Voice at 106.7, otherwise known as Vox within the GameCast circle. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the news. THQ Nordic's BioMutant, causing some waves. BioMutant, the upcoming game that quote-unquote mixes martial arts, guns, and fuzzy creatures alike, is coming soon. There's been some photos released recently of the game showing off new terrains and locations, and more accurately, a gun-toting, duck-headed robot, and I quote from PC Gamer, along with a Cerberus-like creature. This game was shown over at Gamescom this year, and it was pretty popular among certain members of the fan base. It's definitely an interesting game. You play as a raccoon-like creature that's somewhat familiar to a certain other furry creature from a certain other franchise that we won't mention, but all in all, the photos are very, very nice looking. That's nothing to say of the gameplay, which some have stated that is a little repetitive, and one of the most popular aspects of the 25 minutes of BioMutant gameplay from PAX 2017 is a narrator that just doesn't seem to shut up. Well, whether they'll be able to turn off that narrator and spruce up the gameplay, we've yet to see. But we can surely expect some great things from BioMutant in the nearby future. StoneShard, a medieval roguelike that's set to punish you. So, there's this little indie game that has a Kickstarter currently available called StoneShard, and as stated, it's a top-down indie game that's very roguelike. It's a turn-based game that apparently has a very particular niche. It likes to kill you in horrible ways. Well, there's many things you can do in this game. Obviously, trying not to die is the most obvious one, but it has 3 races and 4 archetypes, 12 classes, 200 skills, over 150 enemies, 12 weapon types, and 6 NPC factions, but that's not what really sells the game. What really sells the game is the fact that injuries, ailments, hunger, pain, fear, psychosis, and apparently substance abuse can and will kill you in this game. And I quote from the PC Gamer article, "You can die of shock while cauterizing a wound. You can fall into a substance coma or die of overdose. You can die of starvation. You can kill yourself with a misplaced attack. You can go insane while battling Psy mages, and many, many other delicious, delicious ways of dying horribly in this little roguelike game." So, if you look forward to games that punish you for just about everything and are pretty much a Dark Souls fan, look forward to StoneShard in the nearby future. Hopefully, it's going to be released in 2018 by Inkstains Games. And finally, time for the most boring game ever invented for VR. That's right, folks, I'm talking about Desert Bus. Originally, this little game was part of Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors minigame pack, a game that was never actually released, but it has been touted as one of the most boring games of all time. Why? Well, Desert Bus, as it's so eloquently named, is literally you on a bus driving through the desert from Arizona to Nevada. And that's literally it. There is nothing else to the game. You drive the bus from point A to point B, in the desert with nothing around you. Well, it doesn't stop there. Originally, this game was not in VR. Now it is, for free. It is a full VR remake that apparently, for some odd reason, adds a multiplayer functionality, which allows you to take 3 other friends on this existential crisis-causing, meaningless trip through the desert. Oh, but there's an upside. There's a radio, and there's a honk, or there's there's a horn that you can honk. So, yeah, if you're really into some quality VR content, then head on over and download this game, install it, and play. I think I don't know. Do you play this game? or does the game play you? Questions, my friends. Questions. And that wraps it up for today's news. Remember to leave your opinions in the comments below, to like, share, and subscribe, and to give GameCast a shout out in our Discord. We're also on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been The Voice at 106.7. Gaming news now.